about this Paris Fashion Week?
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's always such a big emotion and I feel so special here, and I appreciate everybody and all of these people who come here, the fans of the Fashion Week. It's so special.
Ciao Vittoria, ciao, bene, tu?
Sempre a Parigi, sempre a Monte Carlo, sempre a Cannes.
Vedi, nei posti dove bisogna essere noi ci incontriamo sempre.
Io viene sempre per Elisab, j'adore.
Cosa ti piace della Maison Elisab? Di Elisab persona, perché lui è
È
Elisab.
una grande persona e lui comprende veramente le donne, il glamour, the fashion, the woman intellectual, everything. There's the total femminilità, the whole package.
What are you wearing today?
Today I'm wearing an Elisab dress, and yeah, I feel very confident and I'm so excited to see everything.
I love the brand so much. I cannot wait for the collection. The last collection was special, so beautiful. And yeah, very curious what will be today. And you?
So, Mr. Morand, thank you so much. It's a great pleasure to meet you here. So what about this Paris Fashion Week? We are in the...
We are right, let's say, in the middle.
Yeah, it's in the
And
middle.
it's very intense.
Yes, of course.
I have the impression that it's more and more intense, and with very strong shows like the one we just saw from Elisab, and quite a number of others. And then we are lucky because the weather is nice, and so we will continue until next Tuesday. And what strikes me also, but I think it strikes everybody, the number of people around, because they are so much attractive.
Elisab is my favorite designer. I mean, I feel like I feel the most pretty, elegant, you know, like I don't need much just with one dress of him. He understands the feminism of the woman, the passion, exotic of a woman. And it's the classiest designer, the most classy, and you know, nothing compares to Elisab. I love you, Elisab.
Everything starts by natural elements like wind, clothes, that take part to the same structures of the dresses.
そうですね。自然の美しさというものを洋服の形としてただ固まっているんじゃなくて軽やかにこう動き続けている様というのを。
Exactly. There is this sense of beauty that you found in elements of nature, but not in anything that's fixed. It's really lightweight, has this sense of it keeps changing, and this ever-changing form, it's something that I wish to really incorporate into the collection. And of course, it is not just about bringing the elements into the collection, but also we really take these elements and work them with and use our technologies and our design elements to really create something that's more integrated for the collection.
What is the deep meaning of the installation and the dance and the relationship, the link between this part of art and your new collection for the next season?
パフォーマンスは割とこう森を表現していて、自然の中で
The performance itself, it's inspired by this idea of forest. Like you're within this nature environment, and there you have the membranes, which is the washi paper installation, and it doesn't have a fixed shape, and it's in this abstract form. So maybe some people will see it and think of clouds, and maybe some other will think of them as flags. So this is the way that we are trying to represent this abstract and formless natural elements. And there you have the cast and you have the performance interacting with them, so to creating this something that's more than just a fashion show.
Merci beaucoup, Mr. Conde. Thank you.
Well, I may be wrong, but I thought that I tried enough for both of us. I get to see that blackbird fly. You were busy trying anything that you thought that would cause a fuss, like painting pictures, start and fire.
We are following your work since a lot of months, so it's a great pleasure for us to meet you here during a Paris Fashion Week with this live performance. First of all, what is the idea, the inspiration for this concept?
这我这次想主题就是因为是多材质的拼接，不管是物种还是文化，我希望它是一个。
That's quite a nice question, because the two keywords of this collection is that the bios, views, and the harmony. That means that Jarek is kind of a neat version of an outsider to see as the subject of what is the model put on them. And the artists, they could share with us mutually their vision of the recognition of this collection. And this connection between the artist and the model, it kind of form this biosity of all these collections.
I can't tell if this is the right thing, but happiness is exciting.
What is the connection, the link, the interaction between fashion, dresses, clothes, and the society? What is happening in this moment on a street, in a world, on a scene, a city, with the real people?
我觉得每一季的 collection 可能就是会有一些当下的情绪，然后。
So for Jawa, the fashion is an expression of the emotion vis-a-vis the society, of course. We have numerous problems in society and the political engagement, etc. But the fashion allows us to have this entrance and the sortie of all the emotion that we get from the society and towards our public.
What is the role and the idea that people have about women in the society in this moment, not only in this country, not only in Paris, not only in Occidental culture, but considering all over the world? What is the role of women and what we have to do for women rights, women empowerment, and all these great struggle in terms of women rights and woman being?
第一季开始到现在吧，我觉得我的女性角色一直都是比较刚强。
Maybe as you can see that the DNA of Jerry's collection is always unisex, that we don't differences the characters of men or the women, and the profile of Jerry's muse is always a woman with power, and women is a resistance of what is changing in the life, and they don't say no. Yeah, they always have something to fight for, and that gives Jerry's all his inspiration.
I can't tell if this is the right thing, but happiness is exciting. We can't have it all the time. I'll keep holding the right direction. I know we can't have perfection all of the time, but where do we draw the line?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your message. Thank you so much for your great collection. It has been a great pleasure to see your collection for the first time in person, and hope to see you soon again. Great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Well, she picked up her bag as she walked out the door. Time for better things. There was no looking back and no panic attack. She was ready to swing. 'Cause the past was all dead, it was squared in her head. New beginnings were just what she needed. With a high interest loan and a new mobile phone, she could pay as she goes for her freedom. It's a big city where it's all so pretty. It's a big city and it feels so pretty.
250 pieces, sometimes single, sometimes looks. Anyway, during I did it, I felt this has to be the next collection, somehow the base of it. I didn't know how to do it, and then I thought, okay, I'm just gonna put them in a head, put the numbers in a head, and I picked 34, which is the years I've been together with Vivian, and when I was doing that, I was hoping that there were a couple of things, but one suit, a corduroy suit, she wore constantly for over 20 years. I really hoped this was in the choice, and it was the first one. And I thought this is a good sign, a great sign.
Know yourself and get to know where you are going. Well, I've been to hell.
Then I took these pieces and I started to try them on again and started to rework them and change them. And some are quite like the originals, some have changed proportions or whatever. We was enjoyed doing that very, very much. Sometimes, maybe you've noticed in the show, they are the same things, but I couldn't decide which fabric. There's, a sweatshirt thing or a Duchess. I didn't know which one is better. And I just put both in, or a golden lace dress. I didn't know which lace to choose. I thought, let's make them both. And in the end, they're good.
Kick it back now, never run away. Kick it back now, that's how it's gonna be. Kick it back now, if you believe it all.
It's the clothes we did together over the last 30-odd years, yes. That's the ones she always wore. Of course, there would be a pencil skirt instead of a mini skirt or things like this, or the proportions were slightly. But I actually, showed the clothes in the order I've picked them, truly. That's exactly as they were. I thought that's kind of good, then I can say that. And if they look funny together, that was the reason.
Kick it back now, never run away. Kick it back now, that's how it's gonna be.
A few years ago, you told us that you love Paris because it's a romantic city and there is a romantic soul in your collection. Is this still true?
I think so. I mean, I feel like it's something. I honor her for this. You know, she was in my mind. That's how I would put it. I thought always. Any time we made something together, I always went to her and asked, "Do you like it, or shall we change it, do it different?" I had this voice in me, and I just wanted to do something she loved and she would wear, and that's what I was up to. And I actually, by the way, quite like clothes which are quite subdued, a bit quiet. I think it's really it's nice to do. It's nice to have. I think it suits the world we live in, rather.
When you're lying here right next to me.
Yeah, I used a lot of cut-offs, rests. It's all made of. I did another collection actually, and a few pieces of the collection, my collection, are in it. I'm a bit mixed in it, some a jean or something or whatever. But the core is really, 99% is her clothes.
Don't know if I say it enough. There's no place I'd rather be. I don't wanna keep you up when you're lying here right next to me. I don't wanna keep you up. Don't wanna keep you up.
I heard his music and I didn't want the big music. I thought it was a bit, like sound and too much bumpy and stuff. She hated it anyway. And I think it suits where I'm at and what the collection should transport. And he is such a brilliant, he's from New York, a super drummer. I heard, I've forgotten it now. Yeah, please find out, because he's really quite a genius. He's quite well known actually as well. Anyway, and we called him and he was immediately into it. So that's what happened. It's beautiful. Not too behind, so it's all, there's enough light between.
Got it. Last night was a dream. Last night was everything. Oh yeah, we love the moonlight. Who cares? No one you like it crazy. If no one's on their knees, like it don't mean a thing. Where we alive in the moment, there's no more feeling like that, baby.
Just a few words about the brides, the two brides, Cora and Irina, closing the show with the brother.
They are infantinas, from Velázquez, inspired by Velázquez. Which are paintings. Most of these children paintings hang in Vienna. Velázquez is a genius. They used to be our favorite paintings, and every time we were in Vienna, we went and visited them. So. One of the dresses she actually wore, but it was floor length and it was in shocking pink moiré. Once she did for an opera, we went to the opera in, God knows, Salzburg, I think. And they were, some of the clothes she didn't wear too often, like such a thing, But they kind of slept at home, really. And with taking all these things, as of course you remember, it's a kind of process. Anyway.
Just wanna see you, you're my light in the dark. You wanna see through in your heart, you're a star, never a secret. Yeah, I wanna show you off, make them believe it. Like a walk in the park, you make them wonder, like the favorite song.
What's your feeling now, Andrea?
I'm happy again that it is over, and I think, and a very important thing is that I have never done such a small show. The number of looks is quite, I used to do a lot, And it's a new thing for me, this kind of, because I do always a lot and then I like to take away. This is me. Vivian was the opposite. She just built it up till it was there. I need to throw everything around and then I reduce. I never have time to reduce. I run out of time. But it didn't, in this case, and it is a super experience. Yes, focused, and I love the cast. I just love it, and to find the right look for each one. It's just, this is the biggest pleasure actually. It's dressing up. It's like a doll. Dressing up dolls. It's a bit like that. I had dolls when I was little.
It's been a great pleasure for us to see you in this very beautiful mood, a great collection. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You look great.
Does anyone